Dickerson gets a step through, there's no one going to catch him to that flag.
Eric Dickerson from 14 yards out. And the Rams move closer, 13-10. With 6:25 left to play, third quarter. Kenny Hill. Around the corner. Flag is down as Hill, with a good return, gets out to about the 42 before Ed Brady knocks him out of bounds. But a penalty marker, a flag back at the 30.
Are you sure it's going to be against the Giants? It's going to be one of those holding or blocking from behind above the waist. You see that so often on the kickoff returns. It seems like just about all kick returns there's some type of flag.
On the receiving team.
Once again on the Ram defense, Doug Reed has taken the place of Jack Youngblood. Jack just not quite able to go.
He's gone for 14 years as well as anyone. Better than most.
From the 20, the Giants put Joe Morris in motion. And they send Sims back to throw, and he gets it out quickly to Zeke Mowat. Johnny Johnson takes a ride on the back of Mowat. Jim Collins finally gets there, and they get him down, but he got a Giant first down. Jack Youngblood.
Zeke Mowat on that play reminded me a lot of Dave Casper. When he used to catch a ball in the Oakland field, in the open field, he just loved that. He loved to just get his shoulder square, turn up, find a defensive back, hoping he'd jump on him and see how then he would measure how far he gave the guy a ride. He had records for stuff like that.
Morris, motion again. Sims back to throw again. Has time again. To Carpenter. He gets about 3 before Mike Wilshire cuts him down. Gary Jeter checks in for the Rams. That'll mean a 4-man front for them, as they think the Giants are going to have to throw. Ex-Giant Gary Jeter.
Gary Jeter plays inside and out. He'll play some at left defensive end. When he comes in as a 4-man line, he usually plays a tackle position, but they switch him around up and down the line of scrimmage. I think on this play he's a right defensive end.
He is. He replaces Reggie Doss. The ex-Giant Gary Jeter. Jackson was the man in motion. The handoff is to Morris. Hit in the backfield and now smothered finally by Jeter. Hit first by DeJournay.
Okay, that's a guy who's made a lot of big plays today for this Ram defense is Charles DeJournay. He doesn't even start at nose tackle. He's an alternate in there, but that's about the 3rd or 4th time. Watch him over the center. He starts over Belcher, makes a move to the outside, and he gets Joe Morris before he can get to that corner, and then, of course, the whole defense collapses on him. But DeJournay, the nose tackle, is the guy that made that happen.
3rd down and long, 12 to be exact, as the Giants move into the spread. Sims is at his own 24-yard line. In the pocket is Sims. He has a man open. It's Lionel Manuel, and he'll move into Ram territory. First down. Johnny Johnson was the nearest defender. Good throw by Sims.
I'll tell you, I think they have to get the ball more and more to Lionel Manuel. To me, he's the most exciting player on this Giant team because he has the speed and he has the quickness, and that's the type of guy you want to handle the ball. See that? He comes in. He was going to go inside. He read something in the defense, worked back out, but this little guy can do it all. He can run fast. He has good quickness, good hands. He's an exciting player. He's a game breaker. I think you have to get the ball in his hands as much as you can.
To Sims' credit, he figured out where he was going, got it to him. Morris breaks to about the 41 and picks up about 5 yards before Jim Collins stopped him. Giant lead is 3 points. Clock running with 3:40 left, third quarter.
It's a good cutback by Joe Morris. I bet you Kevin Belcher did a good job of blocking on the nose tackle that time because the play started off over the right tackle. Morris cut it back over the center.
2nd and 6 at the Ram 40. Galbraith goes in motion. to throw. Done a good job picking up those blitzes. He has Ernest Gray and overthrows him. Gary Green and Johnny Johnson, the defenders. The Rams are pretty much a 100% zone pass defense team.
You know, I think with those type of defensive backs they've had and all the injuries they've had, that they've had to go to that thing. It looks like had Sims taken a little off of that, Ernest Gray did beat that coverage. It looked like he split it and was behind it.
Sims is 16 out of 24 for 126 yards, and he's hit 10 out of his last 12. 136, make it. 3rd and 6. Sims has Lionel Manuel, who stays on his feet, still on his feet, to the Ram 20. Sims took a tough shot. Sims really took a wallop. There's a Giant player down. 20-yard pickup.
And Phil Sims is going off the field. Hey, he really took a shot after he threw that ball, and it looks like it's his left arm or shoulder. He's saying he's all right now. Watch it. He's looking for Lionel Manuel on the right side. He finds it. He takes a jolt right there just as he throws the ball. I don't think he realized that he was hurt yet until he got up, and he told the referee right behind him he took a timeout. Watch him. He's looking all the way. He really takes a shot by number 71, Reggie Doss it was.
Carl Nelson, who was on the bottom of that pile after Sims got hit, took a blow to the ribs. His replacement is Conrad Goody, number 62. And he'll be facing Doug Reed. First down, Giants. Ram 20. Byron Williams split one of the receivers to give this to Morris. He's hit by DeJournay back at the line of scrimmage again.
Hey, if the Giants are going to get some running going, the one thing they have to do is start getting DeJournay blocked. He's the guy that's really caused them problems. Watch him in here. He's over the center, starts to the left, just follows Brad Benson, number 6. He just follows him and says, look, here's Joe Morris. I'll take him. I don't want that guard anyway.
Nobody blocked him.
Nope. He ran around the center to the right and followed the left guard pulling.
A lot of guys around who'll be problems if you don't block them.
That could be a problem.
Sims swings it outside to Carpenter, who dances down to the 15 before Collins arrives. A minute 48 left, third quarter. Giants 13, Rams 10.
I think old Rob Carpenter took a little extra dance there, and he's thinking all he did was let some more Rams arrive on the scene. Had he made one cut and taken it up the field, there wouldn't have been as many blue jerseys.
Clock still running with a minute and 25 seconds now left to play third quarter as Bobby Johnson checks in with the play and tells Phil Sims. From the Ram 14. They're going to have to hurry. They do get the play off. Sims in the grasp of Jim Collins. A mix-up. Sims either missed the handoff or he is going to roll out.
I don't know if that was a mixed play or whether it was going to be a bootleg, because Jim Collins was on a blitz. And we'll see him. He's going to come right up the middle. And see the guard pulls. Sims was faking. I think he wanted to bootleg, but Collins was coming on a blitz. The guard pulled the other way, and there was no one to block him. And he got a handful of jersey, pulled it right over that shoulder pad, and here comes the Sheik.
Well, the Sheik has been good twice already, from 37 and 39. This one's from 36, and he's good again. 3 for 3 is Ali Haji Sheik, and the Giant lead now is 16-10 over the Rams, and we have 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. To one of these teams, the tunnel will end after this game. Right now it's Giants 16, Rams 10 as Ali Haji Sheikh kicks off. Barry Redden at the goal line. Make sure he's got it. Oh, is he hammered at about the 17. Frank Cephas and Elvis Patterson really put a shellac on Barry Redden.
Hey, there's a lot of white jerseys that converge on this play. Watch, there's Patterson right there. McLaughlin is there. About 3 guys. Wow.
Phil Simms was shaken in the series before. So was Carl Nelson, and they're putting a flak jacket on the offensive right tackle. But he should be back. At least that's our information. Eric Dickerson again is the lone setback as the Rams take over at their own 17. Kemp goes back to throw. It's tight end Mike Barber. Outside the 20, about the 22, about a 5-yard gain. Lawrence Taylor on the stop.
Drop at the 23-yard line by Reason and Taylor.
12 seconds now, 10 left to play in the third quarter. And the Giants lead by 6. Phil Simms on the telephone on the other side. Hoping, say, Mom, I won't be home for Christmas. They're going to stay out here if they do. Time of possession, third quarter. The Giants had it 10:55. The Rams 4:05. That's the end of the third quarter now with the score. The Giants 16, the Rams 10. Pat Summerall and John Madden at Anaheim Stadium, where the Giants lead it 16-10. Rams have the ball at their own 23-yard line. 2nd and 5.
You know, the Giants only got 3 points out of that drive. They kept the ball out of the Rams' hand. They can't wear him down. They kept it out of Eric Dickerson's hand.
Now it's in his hands. Dickerson hammers over the right side. Only got a couple. It'll be 3rd and about 3 or 4. Curtis McGriff, who's had a good game, made the tackle.
I'm surprised that they keep running that play to the right. I'm surprised that they haven't come back more to the left with it. They've only run it 1 time to the left, and they got big yardage over here, and they keep running it to the right at Curtis McGriff, who I think is the Giants' best defensive lineman against the run.
As Bill Parcells said to us yesterday afternoon, McGriff and Bain, that's going to be a battle, and it has been.
Battle of the bones.
Kemp back to throw. Has a first down to Barber. Barber hammers his way out to the 41-yard line. Terry Kennard on the stop. A gain of 16.
Watch Mike Barber here. He's going to come on a crossing pattern. Pretty good pass protection here. You see, Kemp is able to look out to the right, find Barber as a second receiver. Barber catches the ball, turns it up, says, there's a defensive back. Let me give him a whap with his right shoulder. The only thing is, it was Terry Kennard who can whap pretty good himself.
Jeff Kemp is 8 out of 11 for 99 yards. He gives fakes to Dickerson. Now he's being chased by Burt. Now again by Marshall. He throws in the direction of Dickerson, incomplete, and now here comes the penalty flag down. Harry Carson, the defender, and they'll call it against Carson. And I don't think there's much doubt about that one.
That is not. It has to be interference because the ball was in the air. When the quarterback starts to run, he loses his protection, and then the guys downfield can bump the receiver, but not when the ball's in the air.
Carson hooked him with his arm. Trying to make the adjustment was Dickerson.
Well, when you're in the open field,
Pass interference 53. That's a first down.
you're in the open field with Eric Dickerson, and there's no one else there with you, you're going to do that type of thing. Look, there's Harry Carson. There's just the 2 of them there. Here he says, I'll get it any way I can. He not only hooked him, he spun him, took him to the ground. Can't argue about that one.
And then fell on him. First down, Rams at the Giant 48. Dickerson. Reverse coming. They got some room, but there's a penalty flag already down. Henry Ellard wound up with the ball. There's a flag down again. 2 penalty markers down.
Flags all over the place.
There were 2 penalty markers on the field.
I think Bill Bain pulled early for the first flag, and there must have been some sort of personal foul for the second one involving Doug Smith.
I think you're right. I think the first one was illegal motion on the Rams. Then the second one was later and down here. Look, here's a little group down here. See, they're keeping track of the ball.
Motion on the offense. Also illegal hands on the offense. 2 penalties on the same team.
That's serious.
That is, and it's more serious. It's the same guy.
Penalize the illegal hands. 10 yards.
It couldn't have been the same guy. I think Bain moved early, the first thing, and then I think the other one was downfield on a block later. Let's see if we can see it here. The first one, it looked like Bain fired out a little early. Then the guy that looks like he has a hold there is David Hill, number 81. He had a hold of Carl Banks' shirt. And I think they still had yet another penalty on that play.
That's the one they called against Doug Smith. Pitch back to Dickerson. Here it comes. And look out now. Dickerson almost was gone. Terry Kennard got him just before he broke everything.
So you talk about big plays in a game. Terry Kennard has to have the biggest so far. Watch it. Here they're going to the right. He starts in. He just jumps over McGriff. He has the tackle there by reasons. He goes outside of that. Makes one miss here. Kennard just barely got those ankles right at the end. Lots to block here by James McDonald, 83. He gets a good one to let Dickerson break it to the outside. Now, once he gets to the outside, as John Robinson says, when he straightens up, he's gone. He started to straighten, and Kennard caught him.
If Kennard doesn't catch him, it's good night, nurse. The fake is to Dickerson. Kemp got to get something done quickly. He gets it to McDonald. McDonald slips down shy of a first down. Carl Banks was out there facing him. Dickerson, 18 carries for 83 yards now.
Yeah, James McDonald has had some big plays blocking. He just caught a pass here. It was interesting. He was a basketball player at USC when John Robinson was a head football coach. Robinson at USC tried to talk McDonald into coming out and playing football. He wouldn't do it for him. Finally, he got here with the Rams, and he got him to play for the Rams. That's an easy way to, don't play college. I want to save it for pros.
It helps with durability. They say he has a chance to be a great one. Here is a great one. Dickerson by Kennard, but it's a Rams first down inside the 20. David Hill with a good block up in front. They do wear you down, don't they?
That's what they try and do. David Hill, this time, number 81, he's the wingback. Watch him, he's the outside guy. He works out, he's going to get the support guy. See it right there, he just turns Kenny Daniel out. What a lane that gives for Eric Dickerson to run in until Terry Kennard gets there.
David Hill, Jim Hill's brother, who is the CBS sports anchorman here in Los Angeles. Wildcard game at Anaheim Stadium, where the Rams are on the move with a 1st and 10 at the Giant 19. Dickerson to the left, to the corner, to the 11. Lawrence Taylor on the stop.
The other guy that was on the stop is Terry Kennard. If the Giants didn't have Kennard on this series, the Rams could have scored at least 2 touchdowns. Watch the job that they do here on Taylor. Mike Barber, 86, keeps him out there. Now watch you cut back. There's Kennard. He makes the tackle there again. I'll tell you, he's been all over the field, that Kennard has. We can look here at Lawrence Taylor, but Kennard's the guy that's been making the tackles on this drive.
Again, they went in the direction of David Hill, who's on the right side this time. Second Then 2. And they go right. And Dickerson gets the first down inside the 10 where it'll be first and goal. Banks tripped him up, and Dickerson's over 100 yards.
See that? He was following Herb Banky and Ken Hill on that play. When I asked him yesterday, I said, who do you key? What do you look at? Who do you follow? He said, I don't know. And I think most great running backs are that way. They don't know what they do. All their runs are just instinct.
Injured Giant player. Dickerson now 21 carries, 103 yards. The Rams total is 106, so Dickerson has all but 3. Bill Courier, number 29, was the injured Giant. Now he heads off the field, seemingly okay.
There he is right there, 29. It looked like he just got Dickerson's knee either on his shoulder or in the head. As he walked off, he said, it's my head.
First and goal from the 7. 9.5 minutes left to play. The Rams trying to take the lead. Giants do lead by 16 to 10. Dwayne Crutchfield in the backfield in front of Dickerson. Pitches back to Eric. He hammers to about the 3. Carl Banks on the stop from the other side of the field.
I guarantee you, Dwayne Crutchfield, number 45, is a short yardage guy, but no, John Robinson, from now on, every play that they call is just going to be a call that's not going to go to Crutchfield, it's going to go to Dickerson. They'll give him the ball every time the rest of the game until you win it.
Remember the last week when they lost to the 49ers. They didn't have Dickerson in that last series, and they went to Crutchfield.
And they didn't have Redden, and they went to Crutchfield, and they didn't get it. They had to kick a field goal, and they lost to the 49ers.
Dickerson is deep. They'll operate from the 4, and the handoff is to Crutchfield, and he is smothered by Leonard Marshall. You should have listened.
No, he didn't listen. Why do that? I mean, I'm sure that Crutchfield's a good player, a good guy. We have Eric Dickerson. The guy's all world. He's broken every record in Russia. All you have to do is flip him the ball and let him go. I mean, I don't know why I don't understand this. I really don't. I mean, John Robinson's a good friend of mine. Crutchfield's good, but doggone. What, you dance with a girl you brought, you give it to the guy who's the best.
The one who got you there. As we said in the opening, the winged feet of number 29. Jeff Kemp. Gonna throw. Gets it out to Henry Ellard, but he is stopped at about the 5-yard line, and they're going to have to go field goal. Here comes Lansford. This is what cost them the game against San Francisco. They got down there and they couldn't get in. This is one of the things that Robinson said they had to be able to do.
That's right, and against San Francisco, they didn't have Eric Dickerson. Remember, he had gotten kicked in the foot, and so they couldn't use him. This time they had Eric Dickerson, and they didn't use him. I'm surprised if a guy is going to break records, and you know, of all time, doggone, when you get down there close, he has to get the ball.
This will be from 22 yards out. Lansford has hit from 38 already. Gills holding. Lansford is good again, and it's 16-13. A field goal battle between Ali Haji Sheikh and Mike Lansford. 16-13, Giants over the Rams. There we are with the bar in front of us. That's a horizontal bar, I mean.
You have to just put your head down and put it on a swivel.
Right. Kenny Hill on the return for the Rams. Number 46 down to make the tackle. John Kamana. 16-13. 6:53 left in the football game. Scoring drive took the Rams a long time to get there. 8:38. Lansford hit the field goal, and the Rams are down by 3. The Giants trying to hold on to the ball and trying to get into the playoffs. Sims has had a good day. 18 out of 26. A lot of short passes. The Giants will stay here in Fresno all week if they win before they play the 49ers next week. They're up by 3. Sims is not going to sit on it. He gets it out to Joe Morris. Morris is cut down after a gain of about 3 by Jim Collins.
You know, the way this game has been going, Pat, and the field goals, you said the Ali Haji Sheikh and the Lansford field goals, this looks like to me like an overtime game. I think we're set for overtime here.
Well,
just a thought, you know, as we're sitting here watching this.
It makes sense.
Because they get down there and they can't take it in from first down. You know it's going to be a field goal.
First and goal at the 7. They couldn't get in. 2nd and 8 right now for the Giants. 6:15 left to play. Giants up 16-13. Sims again back to throw. Has time. Gets it outside to Rob Carpenter. Carpenter will shut down short of the first down by about 1.5 yards, it appears. Carl Eckern was the first man to hit him. Youngblood back in the game, number 85.
You can just see with that sciatic thing that he can't push off. He's going, you know, with that injury. Carl Nelson was going with his injury. He has the ribs. Youngblood has the sciatic. Dennis Hara, he's getting a tape job in the outside of the foot again.
3rd down and about 1.5 yards. Big down. Carpenter is the lone setback, and Galbraith goes in motion. Sims back to throw. Gets it out to Carpenter, and Rob Carpenter lunges for the first down in the grasp of Collins. And Leroy Irvin. First down Giants, and a big one. 5:07 left to play.
Yeah, that's one thing. Rob Carpenter doesn't have great speed, but he has those little moves where he just moves the head and shoulders enough. He's good with that quickness in line, and once you get the ball out to him in the open field, he has that same little wiggle that can pick up a first down for you.
Very important time to watch the clock now. Sims has hit 15 out of his last 17. 4:40 left to play. The Giants at their own 36. They lead by 3. Sims to Morris. Morris out of the pack, and he could be gone. There's a penalty marker down. Morris is dragged out of bounds at about the 3-yard line by Vince Newsom, but there's a flag on the play. A flag on the play. It's against the Giants. A gain of 61 yards by Joe Morris, washed out.
That was an inside play. The guy that they caught for holding is number 73, the center, Kevin Belcher. And that's right where Joe Morris ran. Now you talk about big plays. This is the biggest one, and it's by the officials. Watch Belcher. Looks good to me so far. Now you can't see. Could have held the right hand back there of Greg Meisner. I'll tell you, it's still a heck of a run by Joe Morris. Let's see if you can see it. The left side of the picture, you see his right hand there? He has it on Meisner's right arm. I don't know.
1st and 20, back at the 26 now as Sims goes to Zeke Moat. Pick up about 6. Carl Eckern on the stop, and the clock is still going, winding down at 4:15. Moat has 7 catches for 73 yards.
Zeke Moat didn't make the Pro Bowl this year, but I bet he'll give it a good run next year. He gave it a good run this year. He was 4th in the voting. I wouldn't be surprised if next year if he's not in the Pro Bowl.
2nd down and 14. Giants operating at their own 32 with Phil Sims dealing with a hot hand right now. They send Galbraith in motion. That usually means they'll throw again, and they will. And he has some time. Sims looking. Now he doesn't have any time. And down he goes. Mike Wilshire up to knock him down. The 4th time Sims has been down.
I'll tell you, Jack Youngblood just can't run. It's lucky that Wilshire was coming there. Youngblood was trying to chase him. He just couldn't get over there. And Wilshire makes a heck of a move here at the end. But watch 85, Youngblood. He just can't push off of his leg. Now as he starts to run, there's no way that he's going to get out there. But here comes number 54, Wilshire. He was in coverage. He saw Sims, and he comes running up the field.
That'll bring up a big third down with the clock still running at 3:15 left to play. One thing Sims did do with that scramble was use up some of the clock. Third down and 16. Rams with a four-man front, trying to put some heat on Sims. Can't do it. Over the head and over the hands of Ernest Gray, and they'll have to punt. You might be right. I smell some overtime, too.
They do, and it's all on that holding penalty of Belcher, the holding call. I'll tell you, the Giants did what they had to. They got a big run out of there. It was called back, and then they couldn't overcome that penalty. And now the Rams get a shot here.
Henry Ellard back deep. Jennings, clutch situation, gets off a good kick. Ellard's going to try to get around the corner. Can't do it. The Giants sling him down at the 25. Frank Cephas is the man who does it. A 47-yard good punt by Jennings. 3-yard return by Ellard. It's 16-13 Giants. Keep in mind that though the Rams have the ball, they only have 2 timeouts remaining. They have, of course, the 2-minute warning. They have 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to get something done and to get Lansford in range. Fake to Dickerson. Out to Brown. Brown dancing out of bounds at about the 30 for a gain of about 5. Elvis Kenny Daniel. Elvis Patterson also on the play. Kenny Daniel knocked him out of bounds. Brown, the sprinter, out of bounds, stops the clock with 2:42. Gain of 4, make it 2nd and 6.
You know, the Rams now, they have to be thinking field goal, so they don't have to think of going 70 yards, but they have to think of going 40 yards. 40 yards will put them in field goal range.
They also have to be thinking first down somewhere along the line. Back to Dickerson. Outside the 30, about the 31, Harry Parsons and Gary Reasons converge to stop him, and they face a 3rd down situation right here.
Well, they better hurry up and huddle. They're not going to take a timeout. I'm surprised they didn't have 2 plays called, because they're taking an awful lot of time to get out of that play in the huddle and back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6. Maybe a little bit shy of 6, but still it's considerable yardage. Kemp back to throw. Trying to find somebody. David Hill had it and let it get away. He's got a punt now, do you not?
This is a tough thing. I don't think he will. The guy who made the biggest play on that was the left defensive end. It was George Martin. They tried to get Dickerson out, and George Martin started his rush and came off on him.
And the Rams have taken a timeout with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. Jeff Kemp comes over to the sideline to talk to John Robinson.
Watch him here now. Jeff Kemp is going to try and throw the ball out to his right to Dickerson. See him right here. He's trying to come off here, right there. George Martin came off with him. He didn't let Dickerson get out there. Now he had to come back to Hill. He threw the ball a little behind David Hill, and he couldn't handle it. This is a very tough call. You know, you only have 1 timeout left, plus the 2-minute warning. Do you punt? But if you punt, you can't use your timeouts because you don't have your timeouts. So I think that they darn near do have to go for it right here on 4th down as they're doing.
I think they do, especially since they're down to 1 timeout.
Yeah, see, if they had their timeouts, they'd be able to do it. They'd be able to punt, then use their timeouts and get the ball back. But here now, the whole season for the Rams is boiling down to this 1 play.
That's a situation, I think, that when you say exactly what you say is true, that this whole season for the Rams boils down to this 1 play. In many ways, it seems unfair because they have had a good year, both teams. And it could be over on 1 play. They're going for it. They have to. After this, they'll have the 2-minute warning. Taylor showing blitz. And coming. And Kemp is hit from behind. The ball comes loose, and the Giants will get it. And it appears that the Giants will be going to San Francisco and staying in California for Christmas. It was ruled a fumble, and the Giants come up with it. This is Bill Bain rolling on the ground and hurt.
Hey, the Giants sure got the pass rush, so when they needed it, both ends come. He's going to get it from his right side and his left side as the thing starts to collapse on him about right now. Here they come. One, Taylor from the backside, Martin from the backside, and someone right up the front hit him. He had 3-on-1 there.
Andy Hedden was the third man as Bill Parcells has reason to smile. It was ruled a fumble, and the Giant bench is a place that you'd go right now if you wanted to celebrate. 1:58 left to play, and over there things are not quite so happy. First down, Giants, the Ram 33. Carpenter barrels left side, stood on his feet down to about the 25. Stopped finally by Vince Newsom. The Rams' fire is just about out. Lawrence Taylor over on the sideline, happy about what's going on. Rams call their last timeout, and now it's just a waiting game. Right now it's 16-13. The Giants over the Rams out of timeouts. 1:49 left on the clock, but there's no way that the Rams can stop it. All they can hope for now is a fumble. Harry Carson looking on. 2nd and 2. Carpenter hit in the backfield. Short of the first down. Greg Meisner hit him. They might get the ball back for maybe one play, perhaps two.
Well, I'm sure that the Giants would go for it on 4th down anyway, so they have 2 yards to go, but they really have 2 downs to do it in. The Rams can't stop the clock. 1:23 to go. If they don't get the first down, the Rams could get another shot at it, because if they stop them on 4th down, that's automatic timeout, change of possession.
So this indeed is a big play again. 3rd down and 3. They give to Carpenter. Flag is down. Flag is down. I think the Rams were offside, and that would be enough for the first down, and that would do it. Reggie Doss on the stop. It might have been Meisner who jumped.
Either Meisner, an inside linebacker, coming on a blitz trying to get a jump, but it will be against the Rams. Then it'll be a first down. Then it's all over. Been a bad weekend for Los Angeles pro football. The Raiders losing yesterday.
69 offside.
It was Meisner. And now there is an authentic reason to celebrate.
See it right there in the middle of the screen. Meisner, of course, is lined up over the center. Belcher, he just got a little jump on it, hit that gap on the right before the ball was snapped. There's Bill Parcells. The man on his right and with a red hat is Bill Parcells' high school coach, his high school basketball coach.
Sims just deals, and the Giants can get it done. Pete Shaw, John Robinson. A day of sorrow for the Rams. Jack Youngblood, possibly the last game for him, depending upon how his back heals, and a sad day for all in Los Angeles. 67,000 in attendance today, largest in Anaheim Stadium history here for this playoff game. It was not a sellout in time to lift the blackout, as Sims just kneels on it now, and the clock shows 10 seconds left to play.
This is the last play of the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Final score, New York 16, the Rams 13.
The Giants will spend Christmas Day up in Fresno and get ready to play the 49ers up at Candlestick next week. Parcells and Robinson. 16-13 Giant victory.
wackadoo, way to go, big. God damn. Tell you what, it's worth it.
So this was the scene in the triumphant Giants locker room. But before the celebrations began in earnest, a few moments of reflection and prayer.
Don't count us out yet. Yeah. Listen now. Tomorrow morning. Fellas, I don't want to read about any of you in the paper tonight. So I really don't. I don't want to read about nothing. Nothing. Okay? Tomorrow morning, the bus leaves for the airport at 9 o'clock. Load your bags on the truck. Be on the bus. And I love all of you. All right!
Coach, congratulations, Coach. We got you up here. You know, when he came in, the first thing he said to me was, "Don't count us out."
Well, we've been kind of fighting all the way. You know, it's just seems like that we're a team that's nobody expects anything from, and kind of had our backs to the walls there several times during the course of the season. And every time we got them to the wall, we just seemed to be able to muster up enough energy to get it done.
Well, Coach, you had your ball club out here earlier in the season, and things seemed to blow up in your face. Today, you played, I guess, Giant football. What kind of basic changes did you make coming in here?
Well, we didn't really change too much. You know, I think we were pretty embarrassed about what happened. Our special teams played 100% better today than they did in the first game with the Rams. And, of course, our defense did a pretty good job on that Superman they got running the ball. And, of course, Taylor comes up with the big play at the end of the game on the 4th down.
Well, you know, it's pretty tired because with David Hill on me just about all day, you know, he's a big load and it takes a lot out of you. I'm telling you something else. When on last play, I saw the guy going to 83 go in motion, and I kind of figured that the snap would come after he got past the tackle, so I just got a good jump on the attack and was able to get around him. And George and myself had made the hit, and that was all she wrote.
LT is just being modest. That's why he's being paid all the money that he's being paid. He's a money ball player.
You're going to negotiate his next contract?
No. Well, he's set for life.
Yeah, right.
So that Giants win means that in the division playoffs this weekend, they're away to the San Francisco 49ers, and Chicago are at Washington. And John, who would ever have thought that the Giants would have got this far?
Nobody. I don't think even the die-hard Giants fans at the beginning of the season, the main question on their mind was how long would Bill Parcells last as the head coach, having only won 3 games the year before. And when we saw them in the first half of the season against San Francisco, they looked absolutely terrible.
They were. I mean, they were awful, but let's not take anything away from them. They played pretty well against the Rams today, didn't they?
They did, and their defense was the key. Their defensive line stopped the run. Lawrence Taylor was active. Terry Kennard made 3 game-saving tackles, one of them against Dickerson when he was on one of his Sunday afternoon jaunts around the outside. And the offense, led by Phil Simms, put enough points on the board to win the game.
So how do you think they'll fare against the 49ers?
Well, on paper, they shouldn't stand a chance, and they're the biggest underdogs ever, I think. But they didn't stand a chance against the LA Rams. They weren't supposed to make the playoffs. They're going to be going into this game very relaxed, no pressure on them, enjoying the situation, knowing that nobody's expecting them to win. They might pull it off.
Right, we'll take a break at this point. When we return, we'll be going to Seattle for the AFC Wildcard game between the Seahawks and the defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Raiders.